Here we go. This is the bad one. Okay, so this is on February 8th. And I already closed out this trade. This trade has already been closed out, but I added $1,600, which is my YouTube industry earnings, my YouTube channel earnings from the month of January into my account to buy options on Vision Pro. And here you can see in the corner, they're making me do all these agreements and setups for the options thing because you got to get approved for options. I should have known. This is where I was getting ahead of myself. Warren Buffett says options are like the nuclear bomb or some sort of like weapons of mass destruction. And then they're like, ask me for my marital status and my income, all this stuff. I should have known it was bad. Okay, so there you go. I got approved. Fast forward to getting approved by options. And now options are very interesting. It is like a derivative on stocks. It's like gambling in the stock market. So I basically tried Apple's Vision Pro and was like, I love this. This is the future. Apple's Vision, this is a huge moment. Apple hasn't made a new innovative product since the iPhone. We've all been saying Apple doesn't innovate. We've all been saying Tim Cook is a wimpy CEO. He comes out, next thing you know, with this badass Vision Pro VR headset, new computing paradigm, absolutely a game changer. I tried it. Shout out to Joe from Main Street. It blew my mind. Apple is bringing VR to the masses. Yes, it's going to be $4,000. Yes, they need to make it a little better. Yes, they need to make it a little cheaper, but this is going to have 100 million, if not a billion people using this new computing platform until Neuralink comes out that Apple just unveiled. And I was like, holy shit. This is going to, once people realize how big this is for Apple stock is about to boom. Apple's growth story is not done. Apple's growth story just hit its second new wave of an even more expensive thing that locks you into the ecosystem even more, where there's even more services. I mean, this is the start of the next big growth wave for Apple. I still believe that. And that is why I bought Apple stock. But I was like, I want to buy, so I'll unpause this video here, but I want to buy options. I want to get leveraged exposure to this. And I only make options trades like once or twice a year, if that, where I get these gut feelings of like, damn, the market is really missing something. They're on big companies. And the way I look at options is it's money you know you can lose. This is risky. This is gambling. I already sold this position, frankly, because I don't want to do gambling in my investment account. I think it's bullshit. I'm glad I lost $60 on this trade, and that is what it cost me to learn my lesson, to not toy with options anymore. I don't know how many times I need to learn that lesson, but it's just way too stressful. I wake up every day and I'm checking the options price and I'm like, oh my God, what are we at? Is it up or down? I bought the right to buy Apple stock at $225 per share for $1.58 per share in July 2024. So that my break even is like $2.26 per share, basically. Here, I'll fast forward this. So the Apple 225 call for $1.58. So what that's telling me is it expires in August 2024. It's $1.58. So the stock has to go to $226.58, and then it's really good to have this contract, because if I can buy a ton of Apple stock at $225 and the stock's at $250, then that right to buy it at $225 is going to be worth $25. And I bought it for $1.58. So that's how you get a stock to go from $190 to $250. You know, a 20% move in the stock gets me a 10 times, 20 times move in that options price. It goes from $1.58 to $25. But if the stock never goes to above $225 in the next 4 months, I lose all my money. So it's insane gambling. It's insane gambling. And I put $1,600 in this trade. And on Friday, for full transparency, a couple days ago, I was up like $300. The stock went up 1%. My option was up 3% or 10%. I was up like $100, and I was like, oh my God, I'm such a genius. And then the market opened today, and Apple stock was down a little bit, and my option was down a little bit. And I was like, oh my God, I got to sell this. This is just like super toxic, and my whole mood for the whole day is dependent on whether Apple stock is up or down. But anyway, this is huge mistake. And then today, I basically sold my Apple options for a $50 loss. So that's why me still having my numbers look good from a portfolio perspective, I'm kind of hyped on, because look at this. My account, like, I'm here. So if I get closer, that's good. We want these to go under the G to a milli line. The excess profit on cash, this is when I put on the Apple trade, was 237, and then I caught up. I'm only down 148 on cash for S&P 406 to 352. So I caught up despite losing a $60 from my options trade there. So I'm pretty hyped on that. And then I just bought the stock. So I just wanted to say, I'm just going to buy the stock. And here's where we're at in terms of the overall portfolio. Again, I'll just show you. but I just wanted to buy the stock outright. I put 1523 into Apple. That's 27% of the portfolio. It's my second biggest position. No, I don't have to worry about the timing. I don't have to worry about the market crashing. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I'm invested for the long term. I think this is a really good move. Apple's a safe bet, and I think they're about to get repriced as a newly growing company. Them and Microsoft are going to keep crushing it, I think. I'm also still bullish on Microsoft, but I don't understand their earnings well enough to buy it. So random tangent there, but very bullish on Apple, very bullish on Vision Pro, and this is the makeup of the portfolio. There was a little bit of a hiccup where this was an options position, and then I made it a stock position, but we went through that, and I'm feeling really good about where we are at right now. Tesla, still being a little bit cautious about adding to that while Elon's pay package gets figured out, but I'm hoping, this is how I'm hoping these are kind of more Apple and Coinbase, I don't want to say shorter term, but more like, 1 to 2 year plays, while the others are like 10-year plays. And so maybe these two will go up and then I can funnel them into Tesla or Rivian or whatever else is going. But anyway, that's where the portfolio is at for now. My last thought on options are, it is so not worth it and it's not investing. And I messed up and was a shitty role model of trying to teach people how to invest and, build a portfolio. And then I was into day trading options. Fun and cool to show, but it was a fundamental, it wasn't like I was like doing technical analysis. Like, it was a fundamental like technology play of people don't understand the impact of Vision Pro. This is going to change the world in a huge way. It's the next computing platform that's not priced into Apple stock. I want to bet on it, but the way to bet on it is to buy and hold the stock, not do options, in my opinion. And obviously nothing in the show is ever financial advice. Never financial advice in the show. I'm open sourcing my portfolio to just be this thought experiment, this crazy experiment, which is super fun, but don't do what I do. But I feel like I learned a lot, and I feel blessed that I lost only 50 or 60 bucks on a $1,500 or $1,600 trade, and learned like, oh my God, yeah, like my mood and my mental health is so much more important than like waking up and being like, oh my God, what's the stock market doing? Where's Apple stock at? Oh my God, Apple stock's down 0.5%. My options are down $200. Fuck, today sucks. Like, that is such an unhealthy mentality. And then the reverse, like Apple stock's good. And I'm just, I'm showing my buddy Julian at the Super Bowl, and like, cause it's still the Friday option price where I'm up 10%. And I'm like, look at this, bro. G2 and Millie about to go to the moon. I'm already making back all my gains with I'm feeling like a boss, even though I didn't do anything. And then it goes down. I'm feeling like shit. Like, it's just not healthy. And if you're going to do options, it's money you can lose. There's ways to lose more than you put in with options. So I think I discourage all option dabbling. And I broke my own rule, and that cost me 50 bucks. So it is what it is. But I'm hyped. I'm out of options. My stress levels are already just chilling after that. Okay. Now let's go to some user questions.